I think we're good. Jesus Christ. Good morning, good morning all, good morning all, good morning all, good morning all of you wonderful people, the beautiful people, the beautiful people. All right, good morning everybody, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well today. Y'all give me 1 second. I have to run in the store. Y'all watch the traffic. Yeah, I got into a scorpion nest, Jason. It sucked. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Had to go in and get a drink and some other stuff. All right, so yeah, what the heck is everybody up to this morning? It is so humid out here today. It is incredibly humid. All right. Y'all bear with me 1 sec. I gotta go down to the Dollar Tree thing. I gotta go down to the Dollar Tree. May, what's up? I gotta get some gloves to go over my some rubber gloves to go over my injuries here. It's all wrapped up, but I don't want it to get wet or anything out here today. If you know what I mean. Tyler Lewis, we're gonna be back out in the, I've got guys working out in the flood. I am not gonna be working in the flood today. I can't do anything today. I injured my hand yesterday. I got into a scorpion nest and got it all screwed up. So I'm gonna be kind of down. I got bit about 7 times yesterday, 6-7 times by these little scorpion guys, and I've got these blisters on my hand. So the doc covered them up, got me in a little wrap thing, that way I don't get any because you know, out here at this disaster area, it's very you know, it's very dirty out here, you know what I mean? So they got me in these little things, this like little wrap here. So I'm gonna go down here and we're gonna get a rubber glove to go over the top of it, that way I don't get any liquid into it. Yeah, I got bit by scorpions like 7 times, 6 times yesterday. And it was quite uncomfortable, let me tell you. It was quite uncomfortable. I picked up a log out here, and I ended up, that log had a nest of scorpions on the bottom of it, and I grabbed them without meaning to grab them, and I did not have gloves on. It was at the end of the day, and there was one log out there that needed to go on the pile because it was kind of in the way. And I went to pick that glove up. I mean that log up, and well, they got me. They got me. It hurt. I don't know if you guys have ever been bit by a scorpion, but it hurts like hell. And then after the sting went away, it felt like my hand was vibrating. It was so odd. It's like my hand was vibrating. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but felt worthy of it. And I donated that to Doug and Betty West. I might have maybe a small allergy to it, not much. Well, I'm allergic to bees, so I didn't know if I would be allergic. But it damn sure hurt, I can tell you that. So let's go down here and get the glove. So let's go down here. Some rubber gloves. I'm gonna get some rubber gloves. And hopefully I can keep these wounds clean. I do not want any of these blisters popping while I am out here at this disaster, because it is so dirty and nasty and there's so much rotted stuff. I mean, it's bad out here. So it's definitely asking for a really, really bad infection. And yeah, killer car. All right. Back. Be right back. is the sunlight when the skies are gray. All right, Butterfly. Yeah, Doc told me that I need to be putting a glove on though, because especially when I'm out here in this disaster area, because there's so much bacteria and nastiness out here. I can't have it opened, you know what I mean? So I can't have it opened. Let's see, GA uses mule skin. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. I'm going to cover this up with this adhesive bandage, and then I'm going to put a we were going to, but we got word that we're going to be I'm going to show y'all once we get out here. I'm going to show y'all what we got going. You guys are going to enjoy this. I've got a map of the disaster area, so you guys are going to enjoy this map that I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to show y'all what we're doing and what our plan is out here. We've got plans, y'all. We got plans. All right. All right, go. Let's see. I forgot. Yeah, well, the glove part is, I don't want the blisters have started popping, and so they put the doc put this. They got it wrapped up for today, and it's because the blisters are popping, and we don't want. I don't want to get any kind of infection in the blisters. You know what I mean? Shit, I didn't get gas. The whole point of being at the store a while ago was to get gas, and I didn't get gas. Son of a biscuit eater. I gotta stop and get gas. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. I'm telling you, GA, I wear gloves all the time, man. But it was the end of the day, and we were getting ready to Butterfly, pretty swollen, about twice the normal size. But it was at the end of the day, and I was just gonna move that log over into the pile. I'm fine. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna be starting to yeah, I'm not doing anything today. I'm getting my guys going out here. So we're starting over at the beginning of the disaster area. Look, we've got 4 people still missing. We're gonna go over the area again. We got an 18-mile area that we've got to get recovered, so to speak. We're gonna go over the area again, and it may take a week or so for us to go over the area again, but we're gonna do it. All right, y'all, if it cuts out, I'm sorry. I will be, let me get some gas. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Okay, be right back. we've got some extra teams coming in. Oh, no, GA. I've got really good boots that's got steel shanks in them. We've got teams coming in from out of the area that's going to, I've got jungle boots on. I wear jungle boots out here. They've got steel shanks, and, you know, they're good. They're nice. We've got teams coming in from outside of the area. So we're going to try to cover the whole creek area again. And we're going to try to cover it as quickly as possible. We've got canines coming in from Kerrville. We got canines coming in from the United Cajun Navy. I didn't know there was 2 Cajun Navies, but they are. There are. Hang on, y'all. Okay, let's roll. I didn't know there was 2 Cajun Navies, but there are. Did y'all know that? There's the original one that was started back in like 2016, and then there's this new one that's called the United Cajun Navy, which I didn't know there was 2 of them, but there are. Hang on, y'all. All right. Yeah, didn't know that either. There's a Cajun Navy that's been out here the whole time. They've been out here. I'm sorry, I gotta cool the phone off, so you're gonna hear some wind noise. There's a Cajun Navy that's been out here the whole time, and then there's one focusing on the recovery efforts, the uniting victims. Y'all, there's gonna be a dead area. Y'all know that. Right down here, we're gonna hit a dead area for just a bit. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it, but it won't last long. It'll last just a second. So I apologize in advance. It's always this area right through here. Yeah, I've gotten so that founded the original Cajun Navy. He kind of filled me in on all that out here, what was happening with the 2. So I don't really know. Ooh, barbecue. We had barbecue for supper last night. A chopped baker had a barbecue sandwich. The kids had basically barbecue sandwiches. That barbecue was good stuff. They got this cream corn that is absolutely delicious, man. You know, when we were in the tent yesterday getting our IVs, so at the end of the day, we've been doing a lot of, we've been getting IVs with magnesium and you know, the vitamins, the electrolytes at the end of the day. Yeah, it is better. But when we were sitting in the tent getting our IVs yesterday, the doc was giving us pickles. We were drinking pickle juice in there. I kid you not. The doc, the lady, she brings out, she takes and gets pickle juice and freezes it. And then while we're sitting in there cooling down, we eat frozen pickle juice. It's actually really, really good. And that pickle juice is supposed to be really good for you. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even realize it, but that's what she does. She'll take and freeze pickle juice, and then she puts them in these these little Ziploc things that are long and skinny. So it's like those, what do you call those little pops that the kids eat? Those little ice pops things. That's kind of what they're like. It's like a pickle ice pop thing. And it is delish. Delicious. Alright. Looks like we got a lot of activity going down here. Got a lot of activity going on. A lot of the teams that have been out here working the last however many days, they have moved on now. So, and that kind of sucks. A lot of the guys the teams that's been working out here, they've moved on. They're like, nope, we can't do it anymore, and they've left. I don't know why they've left, but they've left. Electrolyte, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know pickle juice was really important. But, you know, it's funny because when they put the IV on you that has the all of like the electrolytes and things that you need, my wife calls them banana bags or something like that. I think it looks like pickle juice, but of course I'm colorblind, so I really don't know. No, we did not. We haven't found any in several days, Butterfly. That's why we're bringing in some extra teams, because these last are a little that, you know, at the end of the day, you can drink water all day long. You can drink electrolytes and salt all day. But I'm telling you what, by the end of the day, I feel so terrible. Like, it's just, I feel horrible. And since I've been getting the IVs at the end of the day with electrolytes and fluids, literally, I will sit down in the cooling tent and they will hook me up to the IV, and within 30 minutes, my blood pressure comes down, my heart rate goes down. Like, I feel completely different within about 30 minutes. I feel completely different. Yeah, GA, we got other teams working out towards the lake. We're covering the areas that we have found most of the victims so far. We're going to go back over the area. This time we're going to be looking under the ground as well, because we would never know it. So we've got dogs that's going to be running over all of the ground, not just piles of debris. And we're going to be probably doing some digging here pretty soon. So instead of chainsaws, we're going to be hiking with shovels and shit. It's crazy, ain't it? Absolutely crazy. But, you know, I've talked to each one of these folks' families, and, you know, they're afraid that Travis County is going to give up on them. And I promised them that we would not give up until we would do everything possible. Hey, good, my friend, IV to avoid a hangover. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, these people out here, there's a couple of companies out here that do that. Yeah, it's the erosion that's buried a lot of the stuff. Y'all, we found a Ford F-250, a diesel, big truck, half buried. Like, all you could see was its mirror. It was on its side, and it damn near buried that whole truck from all the dirt and debris that was in the water. This creek you would never be able to see the limestone, but this whole creek now, it's like it eroded all of the dirt away. It's like the creek is basically down to the limestone. And it's crazy. It's changed the whole geography of this area. And I'm not kidding, like, it's changed the whole geography of this area. And it's awesome. IVs for a lot of stuff. Yeah, I tell you, it's those IVs have really, I mean, they're a game changer. Like, I would leave here and go home feeling horrible, like just bad. And I would wake up in the night with cramps in my legs, and since I've been getting the IVs, I go home feeling good again, and I have not had any cramps in my legs. So we're gonna go down here. I'm gonna stop and show y'all what the plan is for today. I'm gonna show you guys what the plan is. I'm gonna show you guys the map. There's a big I'm an excavator. Tell the dirt, see you later. Alright, so here we are, base of operations for the day. We're not parking with any of those boys there. We're going to go down here and park on our own in my buddy Joe's property. I'm telling you, man, I was telling my mom that this morning, like, man, we are going to be feeling good today. Joe, we're going to be doing good today. All right, I'm going to pull up and park right here today. All right, I got to get this. Y'all give me a second, and I'm going to show y'all the map and everything that we got going out here today. Y'all are going to be very surprised at how big this area is that we've got to search. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, those IVs, I didn't even know you could do an IV for, like, dehydration. I had no clue that was even a thing. And, I had no clue that was even a thing. And, then we got our doc out here with us. It's like, boom. Yes, it is a thing. It's solid when we get out here in the middle of, into the disaster area, because they have a cell tower, a temporary cell tower set up out here. I'm gonna take and walk you guys around out here and show y'all the base camp. If y'all want to see the base camp out here. Y'all want to see what we got set up? Yeah, the IGA, they got the Gov set up some cell towers out here. All right, Brent, let's do it. Let me get my stuff together. Elderberry. I've heard of elderberry. I don't even know what it is, though. Is it good for you? All right. Let me, hang on a sec. All right, one sec, guys. Alright, let me get y'all back here in the back. We'll unplug from there. So, let me show y'all what we got going here. Hang on a sec. Hang on, y'all. I gotta set the phone down for a sec. Okay. Man, did I disconnect? Crap. I screwed up. I hope I'm back. Y'all let me know if we're back, please. Okay, cool. All right, sorry, I screwed up. So, let me show y'all what we got going here. Hang on a sec. So here is the here's the map that we got going of the disaster area. So can y'all see this map pretty good or not? So this is the creek is this line that you see here. It's, you know, there's basically two creeks coming into one. We're right here right now. This is where we're at. This is our base camp. This is Sandy Meadow here. This is Nameless. And this goes back up. So we just came from back here. We came down this way from the store. This is Round Mountain. This is the road that I live on. And like I said, there's two creeks basically feeding into one. Most of the missing have come from this area here. This is Yaupon Trail and Yaupon Trail and Juniper Trail. There was a lady and her two kids. It's missing from right there at that corner. This is Windy Valley. This is where this right here is where the man lost his wife and his two kids. Y'all, the ones that we've been talking about. Pretty much this whole area right here, all the houses here and here were completely destroyed. And then you go back, I mean, so just to show you how spread out this is, you know, so like 1 inch on this map equals about 1,000 feet. So, I mean, this is a very spread out area. I mean, this is back in this area here, this is Long Hollow Loop. All of this was flooded out as well. So the flood basically starts way back up here. This is the peak of Round Mountain right here. And so all of the water fell on top and then basically ran down this one channel. That's how it ended up happening. This is all limestone as well. I mean, there's dirt obviously out here, but this is all basically just limestone. And so there's not a whole lot of that water can, you know, soak into the ground. You can see this is kind of a terrain map. You can see the terrain. There's different little, you know, streams that feed into Sandy Creek. But we start back up here at the very top, and then we hike and we search all of this. And we have searched every bit of this so far. We have searched every bit from here all the way down to where we're at here. This here goes out towards Lake Travis. Lake Travis is down this way. But so this is where our base camp is set up right now. Back up here, this is where the I guess you'd call it the Travis County. That's where their command center is located. There is a Travis County fire station right here as well. But it's a very spread out disaster. I mean, all there, you know, neighborhoods all along through this creek has been wiped out. That morning, this is where we were at. I don't know, you guys were with me Saturday morning when the flood happened. When we got out here on this street and we found all this destruction, that is right here. That's this street right here. So and you know, you can look out here, a lot of butterfly. Yes, they are. I think that's where Travis County is at today. I believe that's where Travis County is at today. This is my friend Joe's house. This right here this is where all of his cattle once was at that morning. And Jay, the guy, I don't know if y'all remember me telling you guys about Jay. Jay was in his house and he ended up down at the end of the street. Jay's house was right here, and now it's like a command center. But this is where Jay's house was at, and it's been wiped away. Joe had all of his cattle set up here. The fencing is all gone. He would have lost a whole lot more cattle had Jay's house not, you know, came right through this area. Jay's house came right through here and knocked all of the fencing down. You can see some fencing that's down right back there. Had that house not come down here, Joe would have lost all of his cattle. But he only lost about half of them. You could see them back there in the back right now. They're back there in the back. Here, let me see if I can zoom in and show you. They're right back there. You see them back there? So, yeah, they're back there in the back. But, so this, you know, this whole neighborhood, this used to be a whole neighborhood. There was a house right here that's gone. This over here is, this was Gus's house. Gus passed away in the flood. You can see it's all wrapped off now, but I think he lost like 7 or 8. We found most of them in the trees down here, down in the back. But this is Gus's house. That is Archie right there. We found a victim right behind Archie's house last Friday. That house there, that is Gus's brother's house right here. Gus almost made it out. He made it to his vehicle. He got in his vehicle and his vehicle was swept away. And he was found downstream about a mile. And he passed away, sadly. You can see there's still, I mean, vehicles out here that's just crushed, and I mean, it's still a bad area. Everything down this way has just been completely destroyed, all the way down to the end of the street down there. Here's where I got in the scorpions, by the way. This right here is where I got into the scorpions yesterday, and it was they were under that guy right there. So you can see here's part of Joe's fence right here that was taken down. You can see in the fencing here. So you can see here's part of Joe's fence right here that was taken down. You can see it's crazy, but there's just cars were in the flood. They were washed out down here. I'm not sure came from there right now. Let's go ahead and walk down and see. There's the Cajun Navy, that's their equipment. So Southwest, yeah, oh, I bet so. The scorpions, they're really bad in this area. They are really, really bad, and they will tear you up. This, look at this. I mean, there's fence posts that were out here. Oh, it's a little choppy right now, I'm sorry. I'm surprised it's doing as good as it is because there's so many people out here using the internet right now. It's crazy out here, y'all. It really is. But so the plan for this coming week, see these guys right here, they're getting ready to go out to work. They load people in the back of trucks, and they take them to one of the sites. We're gonna start back up at the top, and we're gonna hike. We're gonna work our way down the backside of this mountain again. I call it a mountain. Most people, we call it a mountain, okay? I mean, it's obviously not a mountain, but we call it a mountain. It's more of a hill, if you know what I mean. But you know, it's a mountain. We're gonna start up in this area, and we're gonna start working our way back down again. And we'll work our way all the way back. This is the part of the creek that got our house. Or not our house, but got our property back here. This is probably from here down to here is about 7 miles, 8 miles right here. And then, so the whole area, so once you come down and you cross and you go back down towards Lake Travis, the whole area that we're working is about 18 miles total. This is on a board. We can take, I've actually erased everything, but this is, we can draw on this board. It makes it easy to plan things. Trail, this area and Windy Valley right here was hit, probably the hardest hit area besides the area that we're at right now. So I don't know if you guys remember all the stories coming out about the people that were stuck in the neighborhood. The bridge that is out is right here. This is that bridge. This is the neighborhood that was basically cut off. All of the homes along here were pretty much destroyed, and the homes right here were pretty much destroyed. Basically, anywhere you look right here, any houses that were up against the creek, a lot of damage. Most of the houses in this couple of folks right in here off Sandy Meadow as well. So we're not sure where the missing are actually at. We're just gonna have to start over and work our way back through again. So I don't know. We got a lot more folks out here today. I mean, we got a lot of different fire departments out. I'm sorry if it's choppy, guys. I can't. There's a lot of folks out here. I would imagine there's a lot of people using the internet out here. So oh man, like this happened before, you know. Most of them have been under debris. They've been caught in debris piles. The easy to find victims, I guess is what you would say, were the ones that had been found quickly, and that's because, you know, you're walking along and you can see them. The harder to find victims have been, you know, we'll go through and start taking these debris piles. This debris pile here has been piled up, like this has been done with tractors. But if you know, let's say this was a debris pile here, we would go through with a chainsaw. Helps us, and that's how we've been finding folks after that, is picking up debris with the tractors, and they would be buried in the debris piles, sadly. And right now it's hard out here because there's a lot of animals that have been killed in all of this. So you get in areas and it's, you know, you smell decomposition everywhere along the creek. And that makes it hard because when you start smelling decomp, you got to search that area really, really well. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just sad. And right now we're smelling decomposition in a lot of places. And so it's taken time to go through these areas. But when you get closer to the creek back, can you get back creek back When you get back towards the creek, it's very loose and fine. You know what I mean? It's very loose. It was poetry. Down under the dirt here is nothing but limestone. We're on just a huge rock, and the ground can only absorb so much water until it can't absorb anymore. And that's exactly what happened here. That night, within about 3.5, almost 4 hours, we got about 19, almost 20 inches of rain. And so when that rain fell, let me show you. That storm got right on top of us. The storm basically got on top of us and just sat here. So all of the rain that fell on the mountain, basically it channels into this one creek. So and that's exactly what happened. I mean, you can see these little, there's this, and we're making good progress. We're getting real close. And you can see, here's the other problem. I wanted to show y'all this. A lot of people have been asking me about what's Travis County and what is Williamson County. So this is nameless here. This is the disaster area back here. This is the county line. We're basically right where we're at. The county line is about a mile, within not even a mile that way. I mean, we're basically straddling the county line here. And so it's like the two counties are fighting over who's responsible, but we are definitely where we're right now in Travis County. This was Travis County's responsibility, not Williamson. Travis County is here. This is all Travis County. This is Williamson County on the edge of the map. So it was definitely Travis County's responsibility out here. Butterfly, it is all the time, man. I've got some folks that's out over here off Windy Valley right now, and I've got folks back over here off of Long Hollow Trail doing debris cleanup. So, and I've got a couple of firemen that are here from somewhere. I met them yesterday. They came in yesterday. We're going to be working with some cadaver dogs today. I'm not actually doing anything today. I'm going to take it easy. I don't want to end up getting my hand infected, if you know what I mean. So anyway, guys, I'm going to roll out of here. We've got work to do. We'll go down and let me just walk y'all down here real quick. We'll walk y'all down. And thank goodness somebody thought to put porta potties out here. And they've came and dropped porta potties out pretty much about every football field length on these streets. This car here was involved in the flood. Look on the inside of it here. You could see. Look at it. It's so bad. There's so much stuff. Back window has been blown out, but this whole car is just full of debris. You can see here. Isn't that crazy? Look how much crap that's in here. Yeah, it's terrible. It is terrible. So this truck was also involved. It flipped over at some point in the flood. This truck was actually over here, flipped over, and they got it back on its wheels again. But there's so many cars out here. There's so many cars that is destroyed. It's mind-blowing. We'll come up to a pile of debris, and we'll start digging through a pile of debris, and we'll find another car underneath that. So we're finding cars constantly. But there's a ton of cars out here, and we'll find cars that are in drive, the keys in the ignition, and it's on. And that's scary when you find those, because somebody was car and the authorities and let them know. Anyway, guys, thanks for being on. I appreciate it. If y'all want to support what we're doing out here, there's a post at the top of my X profile. You can show you all the different ways to support what we're trying to do in the community. All right, guys. GA, you do the same. Guys, appreciate everyone for being on this morning. The more you guys, apparently right now X is paying me again, so the more you guys watch and interact and like, the more money we are going to make, and all of that money goes straight to the families out here that have GoFundMe set up. I'm not keeping any of the ad revenue for any of this. So the more if you guys want to help these families out, man, share the videos, share the lives, comment, whatever, and that money will go help these families out. Man, share the videos, share the lives, comment, whatever.